The final score, Wrexham 3, TNS 1. And, should we stop talking about settling into the Adran Premier now? Because it's perfectly clear what we're capable of. There's a new gang in town, and it's us. We built up to this double header, didn't we? Aberystwyth away and TNS at home, because we aspire to being in that top four when the league split. And I think we've shown very clearly, at the very least, we're capable of competing for that. The current table shows you that. 3 points off the top, which is great, but even more good that we are 5 points currently ahead of fourth place. And yeah, with half the season finished next weekend, what can I say? That's a fantastic statement of intent. This was an excellent performance. Wrexham, despite being lacking Erin Lovett and having to reshuffle with Rebecca Pritchard dropping in at right back, still looked strong and started as we were meant to go on. Amber Lightfoot, back from a long injury, was able to get a shot on goal within the first 30 seconds. Good ball by Lily Jones out to the right. Cara Jones playing on the right, pulled it back to the edge of the box. Lightfoot striking it, putting it wide of the left post, but like I said, not far wide, and it was a sign of things to come. Now, TNS are a well-established, strong side. That's why we're measuring ourselves against the likes of them, and they played some nice football. They moved it around to Leah Lewis in the middle of the pitch, was a really strong influence, covering everything in front of her back four and looking to take play forwards as well. And they played some good stuff. Immediately, Chapman first on the left, the right rather, then on the left, was a threat and, gave genuine challenges to both the fullbacks when she came up against her. Down the other side, Tia, less influential, but still dangerous. And then up front, Ridge, who often was left a bit isolated, was clearly a player who had a goal in her. But Wrexham's defence was rock solid. Having Pritchard dropping back to right back made no difference to that. And as a result, TNS, for all their promising probing, didn't really force much out of Del Morgan. She had to save one shot from outside the area, but it was a pretty routine take. And then in the 22nd minute, Wrexham took the lead with a sublime goal. Gibbard flicking it down to the left-hand side. Lightfoot, what wonderful play. Engaging with Beth Lewis, the right back, who for TNS looked tidy enough, but she just couldn't get close enough to Lightfoot as she patiently ran across the face of the box, waiting and waiting until Cara Jones was able to time her run in behind. Lightfoot with a beautifully judged little oblique angled pass. Cara Jones one-on-one with the keeper, and the first of two very confident finishes from her. First touch was perfect. Second touch is left-footed into the bottom corner. Wrexham ahead. And TNS looked to fight back. Chapman doing well, turning inside and feeding the ball onto Ridge. He struck the ball well, aiming to put it inside the left post. Well held by Del Morgan. And then soon it was Wrexham coming back up the other end. A great ball by Doran out to the right-hand side. Cara Jones, not for the first time, after losing it to Williams, she and Williams had a hell of a battle on their flank, tackled her back, pulled it back in. Lightfoot struck it from the edge of the box. A good parry by the goalkeeper, Hayden Jones. TNS had another opportunity as the game was drawing into the closing minutes of the first half. A corner swept in, and Redding got up really well with a powerful header, but Morgan was behind it all the way and dealt with it comfortably. And then in added time, again pressure from a Chapman corner. Redding again on the end of it. Her header was on target. It was blocked in the 6-yard box, span up in the air. Morgan did well under pressure to get a punch in with a striker jumping into her. The ball, though, dropped to Tia 8 yards out. A real chance, but she had to take it first time, sliced it, and it went agonisingly wide to the left post. But by now, Wrexham was starting to get a bit of a grip on the game, despite those late chances. And that continued into the second half. TJ Dickens and Lily Jones starting to really run the middle of the pitch. And the width that we were given from Lightfoot and Jones was really stretching TNS. The second goal came in the 53rd minute. And it was a classic, as well as a rather significant goal too. TJ Dickens playing a good ball down the right-hand side. Again, that battle between Cara Jones and Williams Williams getting there first, but making a mistake with Jones putting her under pressure. It dropped to Hughes, who scored a 100th goal for Wrexham, and it was absolutely magnificent. She, the ball drops to her about 30 yards out without even looking up and without taking a touch. She just hits it first time over the keeper. Her awareness of what was going on around her, incredible. Just knowing that the goalkeeper was around the penalty spot, could have the ball lifted over her. But, usually you see these long-range efforts where they lift it over the keeper. Usually players take a touch and have a look. Hughes was so aware of the situation that the moment Cara Jones' industry led to a loose ball, she knew exactly what the situation was and what she had to do. And Wrexham, buoyed by that second goal, really started to go at TNS and could immediately have scored another one. Another good tackle in midfield by Lily Jones. Cara Jones picking it up and driving into the right channel, smashing a shot across the keeper. Good tip round by Hayden Jones to concede the corner. There was a blow to Wrexham soon after that. Karen Allen was injured, and the skipper, who'd had another Wrexham game at the back, had to come off. Katie Sharp came on to replace her. Wrexham continued to threaten. A ball played in towards the edge of the area. Hughes popping it to Jones. TJ Dickens getting it back on the left flank, ripping in a dangerous cross, which Hayden Jones fumbled. Luckily for her, TNS were able to clear. And when they did knock it long, Doran's backheader lacked weight, and Del Morgan was very quick to get off out of the penalty area and just beat Ridge to it to thump the ball away to safety. Wrexham, though, on top, and in the 70th minute got the third. Again, good stuff from Cara Jones. Lily Jones knocking it over the top. Cara Jones taking it beautifully, driving into the box, hitting the ball into the goal mouth, where it was a good palm away by Hayden Jones. But then moments later, TJ Dickens in the middle of the pitch, excellent tackle. Gibbard helped it on, and Cara Jones was there again, one-on-one, and again totally rock solid. Waited till the keeper started to commit and smashed it into the roof of the net. I got that last thing wrong just before the goal. Sorry, it was Gibbard in on goal down the right channel, one-on-one, and the keeper did really well to push it clear. And after that, last 20 minutes, Wrexham just looked in control. TNS a little bit rocked by things. They showed good spirit. They kept going, but Wrexham was surprised when we conceded a goal in the 88th minute, a free kick conceded by Doran, and Evans hitting at a shot from distance. Del Morgan maybe a little disappointed that it managed to drift past her and go in off the post, but nonetheless, Wrexham certainly weren't in the mood to be too concerned by it. Libby McKenzie came on to replace Mary Gibbard. We also saw Whitefoot and Spearing coming on, the often regular late substitution, replacing Cara Jones and Lightfoot. And in the closing moments, Wrexham, genuinely the closing moments, having survived a little scare when Chapman drove a shot across the face, which could have surprisingly brought a bit of jeopardy into the closing moments. Wrexham had the final shout. Dickens' free kick lofted to the far post, and from a tight angle, Whitefoot just couldn't quite pull the ball back across the face of goal. So a brilliant win by Wrexham, a dominant performance as well, and quite frankly, it's a big double header coming up now. Again, I know I keep saying this. We now play Cardiff Met, but we have every opportunity of building on the superb start that we've made. Looking at the performances, Del Morgan in goal. Like I said, she might wish she'd been able to get across to the free kick, but she made some sharp stops at 0-0 and did well with that intervention outside the box. The back four was superb. Rebecca Pritchard dropping back to right back, and clearly TNS tried to get at her, first with Tia, then with Chapman, and she did ever so well. A number of well-timed tackles, a really good performance stepping in at right back. Phoebe Davis had to switch across to the left, and as ever was rock solid, had a couple of forays forwards as well, but really good tackling by Davis. One in the centre circle, where she somehow managed to come through the back of the TNS player without making contact, and then emerge with the ball, was quite something. And then the centre-backs, Doran and Allen, again, absolutely dominant, and also confident enough to step forwards and start moves off as well. A real blow that Allen went off. Katie Sharp replaced her, and she immediately was on the pace of the game and made some important headers and tackles. So that was good to see. In midfield, TJ Dickens, absolutely colossal performance. The tackling, the prompting, intelligent passing, Dickens was brilliant. And Lily Jones as well, just playing a little bit in front of her again, combative and energetic. Another excellent all-round performance by her. Mary Gibbard, I thought, did very well. Often the strength is just making sure that good, accurate, sensible pass to one of the front three is made, and she did that very well, but also latched on, could have had a goal, and popped a couple of headers into the box to create chances too. On either flank, Cara Jones, man of the match, woman of the match even. She was excellent. Two well-taken goals, constant energy. It was a hell of a duel between her and Williams, and I applaud Williams' persistence, but Jones indubitably won it, made many chances as well as scoring those two goals. On the other hand, it was brilliant as he liked her back, and immediately back where she left off, really threatening, cutting inside, calm on the ball. What an assist for the first goal as well. And then Rosie Hughes, well, what can you say? 100th goal. Ridiculous, isn't it? At the start of a third season with us, and an absolute beauty, even by her standards, one that would stand out. A brilliant performance by Wrexham. We have established ourselves as something serious in the top division. It's exciting to see where that will go next. Cardiff Met away from home next, a team that will have ambitions to be in the top four, but have dropped a few points they've been disappointed to have dropped. So that'll be a very interesting task for Steve Dale's team. But wow, we've just seen a brilliant pair of back-to-back results. Let's see if we can keep it going. With a final score of Wrexham 3, TNS 1, I'm Mark Griffiths from Wrexham AFC. And it's still recording, I think. My laptop went really weird while I was recording that. I hope it's okay.